মানে 12 খবর দিব বুঝছো তুমি আমি পয়সা এখানটাতে জোর করে না করতে বুঝছো জানি পয়সা নিয়ে তো কিছু একটা করে দিতে ভাই পয়সা কোনো থাকে না মানে
It's so good. So good to see you
খবর তো ভাই,
guys
হ্যাঁ।
on a Saturday morning joining. Good afternoon.
কোনে
On what's morning, and if I
বড়
can
বাজারে
say
না
today,
জান না বড় বাজার
it's
যাই না স্যার
amazing.
বাদ দিছে ওটা
You guys are going to be the rock stars
বাদ দিছে
in your lives because you are making good profit. It's brilliant to see you.
ক্যাশ
There are
ক্যাশ না
over 50,000 people who have already joined. Yesterday we had 10,000.
এটা
Today
তো আমি করে মে দেয়ার জায়গা ছিল জানি তো
will get
কিন্তু
started. So with that being said, I would like to welcome everybody to this AI mastermind, right? Today's world's first official AI weekend where we get to learn AI in the most different way. And this is one of its first kind experience. Why I say this? Because there's nothing like this that exists in the world, right? And you can go and find, we were the first to create something like this, and you guys are one of the only few people who are aware and who are here, right? We have done it multiple times, millions of people have learned it, but the way they have learned it here, they have not learned anywhere else. So you have got a very, very exclusive opportunity to be here to learn here, right? So I welcome you to this 2-day generative AI mastermind, and today is day 2, right? And there are, couple of questions that we have asked, couple of questions in the poll. I would request all of you to answer those questions, right? I can see that there are various kinds of people. There are 10% founders, there are 30% working professionals, there are 8% freelancers, there are students, there are consultants, right? And there are people from marketing, data, tech, design, business, finance, marketing, and a lot of backgrounds, right? And we have a very, very diverse. I'm just telling it to you guys so that you are aware what kind of group you are in, right? There are 30% plus people who are 10 plus years of experience. So that's amazing. There are close to 6%, 7 to 9 years of experience, and then 7%, 5 to 7 years of experience. And then we have a lot of students as well. Amazing. That's brilliant to have a very diverse group of people. For you to have a great experience, there is one recommendation is that you should join from your laptop, because there are going to be a lot of demo tutorials for which you will have to look at the screen, right? So if you are on a laptop or an iPad, you will be able to have a better learning experience. So there are 65% of the people joining from laptop. There are 30%, 35% of the people from mobile. So if you are on your mobile phone, try to switch the device so that folks, can you hear me properly? Is my voice fine? Is my audio fine? All right, great. Other people who are not able to hear, you should join back or you should check the volume of your device. All right, brilliant. Great. So yeah, make sure you join from your laptop, right? Now, I would also like to know, where are you guys joining from? I'll just open the chat. The chat is open. Where are you guys joining from? Where are you guys joining from? Tell me in the chat. Saudi, Canada, Nepal, Gurgaon, Sydney, Bangalore, Goa, Patna, Delhi, Lucknow, Bangladesh, Ahmedabad. Amazing, amazing. Folks, I hope you can realize that you are surrounded by people from all over India, all over the world, right? With a very diverse background, with 5, 10, 15, 20 years of experience from all over the background, right? And it's amazing to be surrounded, to be in such room. In the chat is buzzing, like there are people from all over the world: Kerala, Mexico, Myanmar, Singapore, Haryana, Patna. Amazing, amazing. Great, great. Keep that coming. Keep that coming. Brilliant. Cool. So we also asked one question, which is, how many of you attended day 1? How many of you came yesterday, and how many of you are coming for the first time? Right? A lot of me in the chat, 75% of the people attended day 1 completely, and you are back again, and it's amazing. And there are 11% of the people who yesterday came but had to drop, and 14% of the people are coming for the first time. So almost 25% of the people didn't experience day 1. I have a question to people who came yesterday. Everyone who came yesterday, tell me in the chat, how was day 1? so that people who didn't attend can realize what they missed. Awesome, fantastic, pretty good, amazing, mind blowing. Was it powerful? Was it life changing? Was it very, very helpful? Drop that in the chat. I love that. What a feedback. What a response. And if you guys are wondering why I'm looking this way, I have a screen which can see all the chat. So that's why I am looking this side. Brilliant. No worries. In case you missed it, no worries. Even if you attended or you missed, I will give you a quick recap because what you are going to learn today, for that also you need to have quick context of what we covered yesterday. So I'll give a quick recap as well, right? And before I share my slide and start the quick recap, I have few announcements to make, right? And the number one announcement is that make sure that you make sure you have and maintain a respectful environment in the chat, right? Which means no spamming, right? No sharing of links, no repetition of comments, right? So no spamming. Second is no use of vulgar or inappropriate language in the chat. If we see anyone doing that, we'll remove you from this meeting room for the respect of everyone else's learning environment, right? Make sure you are respectful. Make sure you are not, creating chaos in the chat, and make sure you are patient, right? We have done this over 50 times. We have done this mastermind over 50 times all over the world, right? And over 1 million people have attended just this. So we know how to do this. We have structured in the best possible manner for you to have the best experience, right? All you need to do is you need to trust us, you need to have patience and just learn step by step, right? And if you do that, if you commit to learn and do all of this, you will have a life changing experience, right? I told this yesterday, I'm telling this again, that today is going to be a long day. Today is going to be 8 hours, starting now till 7 p.m., right? It is not going to be easy, but it is going to be life changing for everyone who is going to commit, right? So I need a promise. I need a promise in the chat. Do I have a commitment from all of you that you are going to dedicate, be attentive, focus for the next 8 hours? For the next 8 hours. Yes, because it has potential to change your life, right? It has potential to improve your business, your job, help you, give you ideas how you can, start multiple sources of income and everything around it, right? Now, as I'm asking you to give me a commitment and a promise to me, a promise to yourself, because this is for you, because you have got this opportunity as well to attend. I have to tell you that this is a live experience. There will be no recording provided, of this mastermind. I told it yesterday as well. Still a lot of people who are asking, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to continue asking throughout the session. I want to tell that there will be no recordings provided because it's a live experience. You have to learn live, you have to see. And also because of operational limitations, there are thousands of people attending. It's just not possible for us to, give recording to everyone, right? So that's why you have to take notes. You have to continuously take notes, screenshots, so that you can learn on the go. You have to learn the way we used to learn as a kid, right? We used to take active notes, right? That's how you learn the best. So you have to keep taking notes, you have to keep taking screenshots, but there will be no recording provided. About the resources, about certificates, I will be sharing a lot of information at the end of today. At the end of today, right? So if you want to have, answers of those questions, don't ask between the teaching. Make sure you are learning at that time. And if you want to have answers, stay till the end, and I will be telling you at the end of today. All right. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Clear, drop clear in the chat, drop clear in the chat. If that is absolutely clear. Brilliant. Amazing. Now, since it is clear to most of the people, what you need to do is, if during the session anyone asks about recording, certificate, resources, you need to answer on my behalf. That it will be told in the end. No recordings about the resources, it will be told in the end, right? So you have to answer on my behalf. All right. Cool. Now, what I'll do is I'll quickly share my screen and I'll get started. I'll give you a quick recap. Yesterday, we learned a lot, right? And you need to have a quick refresher before we start for today's session. All right, cool. Let me know once you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen all clear, right? Yes, amazing. Brilliant. Cool, folks. So today we have a power packed day, right? I will share the agenda, time-wise agenda, and when you will have breaks and everything in between. But before that, let me tell you what we learned. And all the people who were there yesterday, you also recall if you remember it properly or not, right? So we started with understanding how AI is transforming the way we work, right? You remember, first I taught you for the first 20 minutes about how the future of work will look like, how the companies were operating and now operating, and how job roles will evolve for working professional and how businesses will evolve for entrepreneurs, right? We spoke about that. And then we understood that AI generalist is a role which will take over a lot of jobs. There will be old jobs which will be gone, and there will be new roles will be created. And AI generalist is something which is already started to become in demand and which is going to become extremely in demand as a job role. Right. So we realize whether you are an entrepreneur or a working professional or someone doing both, you need to become an AI journalist to be able to, be relevant and to be able to capitalize the opportunities, right? So the solution to beat AI or to leverage AI is leveling up to become an AI journalist. Everyone remembers the concept of AI journalist? Drop AI journalist in the chat if you remember what we spoke about AI journalist, like, AI generalist, right? Drop in the chat so that you can remember this word, right? And you can, when you talk to other people, you can also tell them about this, your friends and your relative, right? We understood that so far everyone was a core specialist, and a specialist we understood was someone who has expertise in one thing, right? It's just a person who just knows tech, a person who just knows how to do social media, a person just knows how to do SEO, a person just know how to do designing or marketing, right? Has just one skill, that's core specialist. And then we realized and we discussed what is AI generalist. AI generalist is someone who has understanding of multiple areas of business or roles, which is you also understand some, you can also do data analysis, you can also build product, you can also do designing, you can also do marketing, you can also do sales, right? You have knowledge of each of these verticals and you are able to solve problem across each of these verticals. That is what is called AI generalist. So you are not restricted to one thing, you have multiple powers, right? Multiple skills, right? And I told you that this is how companies used to operate, right? Used to operate like there had was a ultra generalist person like a founder or a leader, and then there were a lot of specialists whom these leaders used to manage. But now companies have moved where there will be AI generalists as leaders, and these AI generalist leaders will be managing AI agents, right? So jobs will be replaced of specialists by agents, right? That's what we realized and we learned. And then we went on to learn about how generative AI models work, right? We understood what does tokenization mean. We understood what does embedding mean, right? We understood what does transformer mechanism means, and then what is prediction and what is response generation, right? We learned about this process, how LLM models like ChatGPT, how do they, generate a response, how they can predict a response when we ask. This was the process we broke down and we understood that, right? You can take a screenshot and if you remember, it's great, right? That's what we understood how these models work. And then we looked at the most common AI assistant and models, right? We looked at ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Meta AI, Copilot, Grok. You must have heard the names of some of these people, some of these AI assistant. And we also understood that there are multiple models each of these assistant have, right? We touched some of these models as well. That's what we did, right? And we also saw that there is a Uber for LLM models. What is that? Which is where you can find 400 plus LLM models, right? If you thought that only ChatGPT, OpenAI, is the LLM model that exists, there are 400 plus models, and we spoke about Open Router is the platform where you can access. It's like a marketplace, right? And then we learned about prompt engineering. Do you remember what is the formula that we learned about prompt engineering? Drop in the chat if you remember that, right? So what was prompting? We learned about how we can get better responses. You remember magic prompt, lovely, right? We learned about how do you prompt better so that your outputs could be better. That's what we learned about prompt engineering. And then we went on to build our own toolkit. There are essential tools that everyone should be using, AI tools. So we learned about how we can improve our productivity, research, data analysis, learning, presentation, all of that using AI tools. And what were those AI tools? A quick recap is we learned about Gemini to increase our productivity to manage emails. We learned about Emily AI, right? We learned about Social Sonic and Supergrow to create content, right? And we learned about Perplexity to do research. And we learned about Gemini deep research and ChatGPT deep research to do extensive advanced level research. And we learned about Write Sonic to create SEO articles. And we learned about numerous AI to be able to do data analysis on a sheet, right? And then we learned about Claude and Suno AI to be able to create music, right? So that's all that we learned yesterday, right? And this was a toolkit by the end of the session that you prepared. And then I taught you how you can build, I taught you a crazy workflow where I taught you how you can build landing pages and websites for your business or for your portfolio, personal website, or be able to sell that as a service. We learned about that and it was mind blowing for a lot of people, right? So that's what we learned yesterday. Now the question is, Uttam, yesterday was great, right? What's in it? What's for today? What is the agenda for today, next 8 hours? So as I told, today it will go on till 7 p.m. IST, right? 7 p.m. IST, you have to stay focused, right? And what we are going to learn, the session 1 is starting in just 3 to 4 minutes. And in that session, we are going to learn about how you can build custom bots, custom GPTs, and how you can use AI to build presentations, extensive presentations, and do research. You will also learn about future of AI and how AI agents operate and how to build AI agents. And then we'll have a lunch. And after lunch, we are going to have a session on AI automation, right? So that's the agenda for today. It is going to be extremely power packed. And we are going to have mini breaks in between. The lunch is going to be around 2 p.m. for 1 hour, right? And before that, we are going to have micro breaks in between. What I want is for you to have patience. Please don't ask for breaks in between. We'll give you when it is the right time, right? I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Are you guys excited for today? Are you guys excited? Drop boom in the chat if you're excited for today. Drop boom in the chat. Amazing. You learn how you can automate your content, how you can build a bot which can write like you, think like you, behave like you, and a lot of very interesting things. It is not going to be easy but for you to learn, you have to stay at your place and continue listening. At any point you feel like you are not able to understand anything, just be patient and just listen everything. Everything will make sense by the end of the class. All right, cool. So shall we get started? Drop, let's go in the chat. Drop, let's go in the chat and we'll get started. Let's go. Amazing. All right. So for the first session, I have someone very special to teach you. We have Vaibhav Sisinti. He is the founder of Growth School and Outskill. He is a social media celebrity. He has over 1 million followers across social media. He creates content, teaches around AI and future tech and marketing. He's a brilliant guy featured on multiple websites all over the world. He has worked with companies all over the world. He's an incredible guy to learn. And what he's going to teach today, he usually charges from a global audience $50,000, close to that. And you are going to get a value like that from him, right? With that being said, welcome Vaibhav in the chat. And Vaibhav, the stage is all yours. Yes, I have just made you co-host. You should be able.
All right. I hope you guys can hear me and see me. Drop a yes in the chat if you guys can. All right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Very excited to see all of you people. Quick round of check, right? Like, which city are you guys joining in from? I'm very curious to know. Considering there are like 5,000 people. Okay. I think I asked the wrong question. It looks like the people from all over the world here. Okay. Anyone from outside of India on this call? Anyone from outside of India on this call? Just drop your country where you're joining in from. Crazy, 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 crazy. It looks like the people from all over the world here. Uh, Incredible, guys. So, folks, as we get started, I'm gonna set up some guardrails, right? My name is Vaibhav. Very excited to host you for this very impactful session, I should say, because when it comes to generative AI and learning generative AI, the funny story is that a lot of people think AI is ChatGPT. And when you double click on that and you ask, like, what do you mean by AI is ChatGPT? They end up saying something like, oh, you know what? I asked ChatGPT for a poem and it was able to give me, so I know how to use ChatGPT. This is the understanding of what people have about AI. And you know what? To the day that we live today, the kind of stuff AI can do already is insane. And one of the most powerful things about AI and the future of AI, like people say, is essentially the ability to build, which is vibe coding and everything around it, and also the ability to build and manage AI agents. A lot of people, I mean, I'm sure you have heard this narrative, right? AI is going to take over a lot of jobs. The jobs would be taken up by what? The jobs would be taken up by something called as AI agents. And that is what we're going to work on today. We're not only going to learn what AI agents are, but we're going to do it in my own different style. And that is, we will learn everything by building them. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And without further ado, I would like to get started. But few rule of thumbs. I'm gonna keep turning on and turning off the chat just to ask you questions. Number two, if you have doubts, don't ask me in the chat. There is no way I can answer questions of about 5,000 people here. It is not possible for me to do that. So it makes no sense for you to ask me doubts at this point of time. But I will make a promise to you. Okay. I will make sure every single doubt of yours is answered. Every single doubt of yours is answered by the end of the session. And I will make sure that happens, but I will not take questions while while the session is happening. And three, please don't spam. If you're thinking that you could put the same word 25 times and the team will notice and kick you out, which I don't want that to happen. So that is one more. And finally, I have a request. The request is that don't do suggestions. What do I mean by that? A lot of people end up saying, Webov, can you go slower? Can you go faster? Can you cover this? Hey, why are you doing it like this? Why are you not doing it like that? Here's the thing. We have done this. I've done this like 50 times, right? And I've done this for millions of people. There's a couple of ways that I know that works. So trust in the process. Give yourself up to learning. That is how you'll get the best out of it. Okay? If that is clear, should we get started? Let's drop a boom in the chat and we will get started. Let's go. We have about 5,000 people. I would love to see 5,000 booms in the chat. Incredible. Okay. Awesome, guys. So let's get started. All right. Like I said, we will first get started by creating some bots. Yesterday you played with a bunch of tools, and a lot of those tools are powered by AI. What if you have the ability to build your own micro app or bot or agent like that? That is the superpower that we want to give you guys today. And how do we build these AI bots? Well, you know what? We'd be using the most popular tool that we know of, and that is called as Chat GPT, right? That is the tool that we will be using to make sure that we are understanding how to go about building a AI bot. Okay. Looks like about 20%. I was just looking at the poll, right? Looks like about 20% of you people didn't even attend yesterday's session. Don't worry about it if you could not attend yesterday's session. I will take it in a way that even if you could not attend yesterday's session, you will still understand what I'm talking about today. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, awesome. So Uttam, could you run a poll? I want to know how many of people have built a bot on ChatGPT before.
Yes, Vav.
Okay, do answer the poll, guys. But again, as we get started, right, we have ChatGPT here. And as I open the sidebar, you will see something called as GPTs here. You can see this on the sidebar. You see something called as GPTs. When you click on this, right, what basically happens is that you land on something called as the GPT marketplace. Now, what the hell are these GPTs? These GPTs are essentially apps or bots that are built on top of ChatGPT. Yes, you see, ChatGPT is this incredibly powerful technology, and we all know about it, right? But what if you had the ability to build your own app on top of ChatGPT so that ChatGPT is personalized to what you want? And that is what a GPT allows you to do. And you know what is the crazy part? Hundreds of thousands of people have already created micro apps or tools on top of ChatGPT already. And that is what is called as the GPT marketplace. And you can see that right here, right? There are a lot of apps here. Now, let's play with one of these, right? Let's say you have a problem, and that is why this search bar exists. Let's say you want to write an email and you want an app which can write great emails for you. So what do? You come here and you simply search for email. And there you go. You see a bunch of tools that people like you and me have built on top of ChatGPT. Yes, people like you and me have built on top of ChatGPT, and they have made it free for all of us to use it. And I see like 25% of you people have used the GPT before. Great job. All right. Okay. There you go. There's email and mail writer. I'll come down to this. When I tap on this, you see this nice little pop up that opens up right before the start chat. CTA is right there, which says email and mail writer. There's a nice little logo. This is the name of a creator. You can see how nice it is. Akira Shindo is the name of the creator. That is right here. And there's a description about what this app can do. Right. And of course, there's a rating, there are a number of conversations. It's rated 4.4, and more than 6 lakh people have used this app, which is so cool, right? Okay, let's click on start chat. And this is where we land. Now let's quickly do a comparison to how it looks different to ChatGPT, right? This is email and mail writer tool. You can see this. This is a nice little logo, name, creator name, description, and some starting points or conversation starters. If I tap on this, it just sends that message so that I get a good sense of how the app works. Okay, the email and the mail writer tool. Now, if I look at a regular chat GPT, it just says what's on your mind in an open search box. This is what a regular chat GPT looks like. But this is how a GPT looks like, a custom GPT, a GPT that is created by you or me, like Akira Shindo in this case has created this GPT. It looks slightly different. Okay. Now, let's test this tool out if it actually works or not, right? It's an email and a mail writer tool. So I'll ask it to write me a leave email, but I will not tell I wanted to write an email. You know, when you go to ChatGPT, if you want an email to be written, you have to tell ChatGPT, hey, can you write me an email? Here, I will not even mention that. I will just say what is needed to be included in the email, and I will see if ChatGPT is smart enough to understand. Okay. So I'll just come here and guys, by the way, I don't use my voice. Sorry, I don't type most of the times. I just use voice to text. I use an app for this. Remind me towards the end of the session. End of the session, before lunch, I will tell you the name of the tool that I use right now. I'm going to just talk to my mic and it was going to fill up the information if everything works right. Okay. Okay, let's go. I want a leave on Monday and Tuesday because I spent whole of my weekend, that is Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, learning the world of generative AI from awesome folks at Outskill. I've learned a ton of things and have some incredible ideas which will allow us to work 100x better. So I want to take a couple of days off, especially Monday and Tuesday, so that I can reflect on everything that I've learned, and when I come back on Wednesday to work, I could be like a 100x employee. And in fact, I'm happy to help a lot of you people or a lot of the team to do well with AI and speed up as well. So please grant me the leave. And also, if possible, don't deduct my leaves because I dedicatedly spent the weekend just learning so that I could do better. All right. So I didn't really take a day off. Imagine, consider that to be work. And also don't deduct my leaves, please. So this is what I write, right? So there you go. Everything that I just spoke has come in as text right here. And it says, you see everything I've entered here. But what I don't have here is I didn't really mention write an email. But because it's a mail and an email writer tool, it should be able to get it. And look at that. It just understood. And it is smart enough to completely understand what I just told and convert that into an email without even me asking to write an email. I just said I want to leave. Because it's an email and a mail writer tool, it was able to understand what I want. Now, this is what a custom GPT can do. And I think it is incredibly powerful. There are hundreds of thousands of GPTs right here. You can search for what you want and you can play with them, right? But I believe the true power of GPT gets unlocked when you have the ability to create it. So you can see the poll results, right? I'm going to share the poll results. You can see only 7% of people have built an app on ChatGPT before. And trust me when I say this, even those 7% people, what you're going to learn today is going to blow your mind. Don't worry about it, right? We're not going to do basic stuff only. Okay. And then rest of the people, in fact, 70% people have never used a GPT either and have no idea what I'm talking about. And only 26% of you have actually used one, right? Now the using use case is done. It's time for us to build, right? Now, how do we go about building these GPTs? Well, quick heads up before I teach you how to build a GPT. Number one, you cannot build a GPT on ChatGPT if you don't have the paid ChatGPT account. You need the paid ChatGPT account to be able to build a GPT inside of ChatGPT. Now you'll be like, yeah, Webhub, then what is the whole point of learning this? I don't have a paid ChatGPT account and I don't intend to. Okay, fine. While I think it's one of the best investments to make, if you don't have a paid ChatGPT account as well, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you a free way of doing this very, very soon. But first, I will show you the paid way only because the paid way is the right way to learn. Once you learn how to build it, you can use the free way as well. And I'm going to talk about it. You don't have to remind me. Okay. So first learn the process. Then I'll teach you how to do this for free as well. All right. Clear? Clear in the chat, guys. First, we will learn using the paid tool, even if you don't know how to, don't have the paid ChatGPT tool. Then I'll teach you how to do this for free. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. Okay. Now, how do we go about creating a GPT? Now, look at this page, right? We are right here, which is Explore GPTs. There's a nice little plus create button that you can see. If I tap on this, we end up coming on this user interface. And that create button will only work if you have the paid ChatGPT account, obviously, right? And you land on this absolutely new interface, which is very simple yet magical. You know, the best part about building anything on any bot on ChatGPT is that you don't need to write a single line of code. You just tell AI what you want and AI will build it for you, just like your vibe coding, right? ChatGPT released this before even vibe coding was cool, which is so cool, right? Anyways, the part on the left is where you chat with ChatGPT, tell what you want it to do. And the one on the right is a preview that you get on what is being built based on what you're saying, right? Very, very simple, very, very straightforward stuff, right? So the one on the left, like I said, is the creation wizard, where you talk to AI and tell what you want. So let us build a AI tool or a AI agent which can create tweets. Yes, Twitter tweets on any topic you want. So we have to build a tool right now whose job of the tool is if we give a topic, it should be able to give us a tweet on that topic which could go viral. Okay, that's a tool that we will build to start with. Let us get started and see what we could do. Okay, I'm going to come to the left side and I'm going to just talk to ChatGPT, right? And to tell what I want to build. What I'm going to say is something like this. You are an expert in social media, especially when it comes to writing tweets that often go viral on Twitter. Your tweets are extremely relatable, slightly sarcastic, and funny as well. And your tweets are so good that most of your tweets goes viral when they're posted on Twitter. Now, what I want you to do is every time I give you a topic, I want you to use all your expertise to come up with one tweet. And that tweet should be so freaking good that 9 out of 10 times, if I post it, it should absolutely go viral. That is what I want you to build. All right. You can see this. All the information is right here. I'm going to click on the send button. And you can see this right away. It says updating GPT. And look how things will change on the right side. It says generating a profile picture right now. And look at that. It just builds the tool off the whip. And it says, here's a profile picture. Do you like it? Would you like to make any changes to it? Yeah, let's make changes. I would like the logo to be extremely minimal and modern. So make sure everything is completely black color and draw a little bird icon like the Twitter bird icon with a line design right in the center in neon green. Make the logo look extremely polished and premium. You see, I'm giving it direction on how I want the logo to be. I said I want it to be minimal because I think it's too flashy. It's like an image, which I don't like. I want it to look like a logo. Look at that. Looks awesome. Awesome. I say awesome. Looks good to me. Right? Great. You can try your viral tweet generator in the preview chat on the right. Just drop a topic. It will deliver a tweet crafted to go viral. Guys, look at this. That's it. That is it. The tool is ready. I just said, I want you to do this tool. It generated a profile picture. It generated a name. It generated a description. It generated a bunch of ideas that we can play with. And it's basically saying, we are good to go. Go ahead and try the tweet generator. Now, how do I try? I have to come to the right side of it and I have to try. So let me give a topic. Let's say, the topic could be, okay, AI will take away many jobs. Okay, that's the topic that I want to give. Let's see what kind of tweets will come. AI won't take your job, but the person who knows how to use AI better than you absolutely will. I absolutely agree with ChatGPT here. I'll say one more. AI isn't taking jobs, but just making sure your boss can fire you with a spreadsheet and a smile. Ouch, that's brutal. One more. AI will take away many jobs. Bro, I just watched a robot do my 9 to 5 in 3 seconds and ask for feedback. He's probably talking about ChatGPT on this tweet. One more. AI won't steal your job today, but it definitely shadowing you like it's starting Monday. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. One more. Imagine getting laid off by an AI that says thank you for your service in 14 different languages. Guys, what do you guys think of these tweets? We just build a tool where if we give a topic, it is spitting out tweets like crazy. If you think this is insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. And aren't these tweets brutal? If you think the tweets are brutal, drop a comment brutal in the chat. Let's ask it to make it more brutal. I will say more brutal. Let's see what it does. AI didn't take your job. It just learned it, mastered it, and made you redundant before lunch. Ouch. More brutal. Let's see how brutal it can get. You didn't lose your job to AI. You lost it because AI doesn't need coffee breaks, sick days, or to pretend it likes team building exercises. More brutal. AI didn't take your job, but your job just realized it never needed you in the first place. Ouch. Guys, isn't this crazy? Isn't this crazy? All right. Somebody said, Webber, can we make it even more, more complex as a tool? Yes, we can. All right. We're just getting started. So I'll request you to have patience next time. Okay. So now that we played with this, okay, and I gave a topic, it gave a beautiful tweet, and then I kept saying one more, more brutal, and just started to spit out tweets one after another. All right. But you know what? I just got an idea. And this is how you go about building stuff, right? How about asking AI to generate 10 tweets at once instead of one at a time? Right. So that is what I'm going to say. I'm going to come here and start giving it feedback, in a way, fine tuning the tool to make it better and more suited for what we want. Right. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to be like, hey, the tweets are awesome. Can you make sure instead of generating one tweet, you're generating 10 different tweets at once? Okay, perfect. It says done. Look how fast it is moving. So let's give the same topic and see if it is working. Topic, let's say AI will take away many jobs. That's the topic we want tweets to be. And there you go. I just give the topic. I just said I want 10 tweets at once, and boom, here it comes 10 different tweets at once. But you know what? Let's make it even more exciting. Let's give it more feedback on how we want the tweets to be. Right? So I'll give it more feedback. Awesome. Everything works great. But I wanted to give you some feedback. You know what? I want the tweets to be extremely relatable to my audience with a tinge of brutality and sarcasm as well. Right? Ideally, when someone reads the tweets, they should get a smile on their face. Now, to make sure the tweets are extremely relatable, let me tell you who my audience majorly is. On my Twitter, most of the people are from India. So make sure the tweets are relatable to people in India with nuance that only Indians can understand. And feel free to use a couple of Hindi words here and there, or Bollywood references, or anything that Indians will relate to quite a lot. Most of my audience are either working professionals or are founders and entrepreneurs who are 25 plus majorly. So make sure you write tweets which are relatable to them. So ideally, when the tweet is read by someone in my audience, they should feel it is written exactly for them. That is how good I want you to be. And of course, right, don't forget the fact that we are supposed to go viral on Twitter every time we post as well. So keep those things in mind as well. All right, I gave my AI nice little feedback. I told who my audience is, how I want my tweets to be, and everything around it. And right now it is saying updating GPT, and looks like it is done again. Okay, let's give it a topic. AI will take away many jobs. Same topic. Let's see what it comes up with. AI won't take your job. The Excel that you named final2.excel Excel SX will. 2023 AI will learn to code. Sorry, learn to code. 2025 AI will code for you. Bro, just need to tell me when I'm tired. Okay. Tell me what to do. I'm tired. Essentially. Okay. Look at this. AI is not your enemy. Your boss who discovered ChatGPT now wants 4 people's work to be done by 1 intern. That's your enemy. AI will not take away jobs, but AI will take away jobs, but not aunties yelling, beta government job ही best होता है since 2004. You see how it has started to add, references of India. So it started to use, Hindi words in these cases. No AI match the productivity of an Indian employee pretending to work on a Zoom call during IPL. Indians on LinkedIn, AI is the future. Indians at home, AI से तो घर का rent भी नहीं चलेगा. You think AI is scary? Try telling your parents you're quitting your stable IT career job to become a creator. And now it says want second batch of spicier tone or more sarcasm. You see what it is doing? We just gave it feedback, and now it is able to make a bunch of changes and is able to not only come with 10 different tweets, but also it is coming up with the feedback of the references that we had asked it for. Right now, let's take it to the one final step. Okay, I'm seeing 10 different tweets, but you already realize I'm too lazy to read all 10 of them. I want AI to do a little more job for me, little more work for me. So this is what I will tell AI to do. Hey, great job. This is perfect for me. But you know what? I want you to help me out with something. I don't only want you to come up with 10 different tweets, but I also want you to rate each of the tweet that you're coming up with from a scale of 1 to 10 on the potential of it to go viral. With 10 has the highest potential to go viral and 1 being the lowest. So rate each one of the tweet yourself that you're coming up with, and also write a reason. I want you to write a reason on why you think this particular tweet will go viral for my audience, right? With that being said, give whole of the tweets to me in form of a table and order them in a way that the most viral tweet is on the top to bottom. That is how I want you to order all of the results as well. All right. So that is the feedback that I gave AI right here. So what I'm asking don't only come with 10 tweets, come with 10 tweets, rate them from a scale of 1 to 10. Give me a reason on why you think it will go viral. Give me the whole output in form of a table and order them in a way that the one that has the potential to go viral is always on the top. That's a lot of work for AI to do. Let us see if we are able to get it right. Guys, look at this right now. A tweet, a potential score, and the reason. AI won't take your job, but the guy who already knows how to use AI definitely will. Extremely relatable, scary, real for professional. HR, we are a family. Also, HR, you've been replaced by Chat GPT. Dark humor plus corporate sarcasm. If you survived a BTech degree with no placement, AI isn't your biggest enemy. It's talking about desi people who go through this problem of no placement after BTech. This is so freaking relatable. Every Indian dad right now, बोला था ना CS ले ले, अब AI से दोस्ती कर ले. It's asking AI, become friends with AI right here for people who don't understand Hindi. But guys, isn't this wild? Drop a comment wild in the chat. It's not only coming up with tweets. It's not only coming up with tweets. It is also giving you a score from a scale of 1 to 10 and also giving you a reason. That is the crazy part of what we have just built. Somebody is like, can you please share your screen? Bro, I have a question for you. Do you think everybody on this session are just sitting ducks without being able to see my screen? They are able to see your screen. You are not able to see my screen. Then possibly you have something screwed up on your Zoom. So drop off from the call and join back again. Right? That is what has happened. And sometimes on the Zoom on the top right, there are things like tabs right on the top. Select the tab. I hope you are selected the right tab here. Okay, guys, somebody has unlimited expectations. Bhavya is like, can we make it even more complex? Nope, this is it. We stop here. We draw a line because we are not going to sit and do this all day. Right? But you know the way of playing with it. Go ahead, play with it, and build the tool that you wanted to. Once you're happy with what you have built, which I am pretty happy right now, I can simply click on the create button and it offers me three different options. One is that I can share it only to me. That basically means nobody except for me can use this tool. If I do anyone with the link, anybody who has access to the link will be able to use the tool. If I select GPT store, anyone in the world can use this. For this example, I'm just going to say only me and I'm going to click on the save button. And done. Let us quickly view what we have built here. There you go. And there you go. Look at our tool shining like a star. Viral tweet generator, the nice little logo, the description of what it is, and a bunch of conversation starters. And if I want to try out a tweet, let's say, give me tweets about working in tech in India, I'll just click on this. Or if I just type it out something and it just works the way it should, right? When you tell your parents you work in tech, they think you are a chocolatier in a technical school. Welcome to the great Indian misunderstanding. मंडे मॉर्निंग स्टैंड अप इज जूम वर्किंग रिप्लाई सर जूम तो चालू है पर मेरी मोटिवेशन 404 एरर दे रही है दैट इज एसेंशियली 404 एरर इज अ हाउ डू आई पुट इट it's basically missing or file is missing kind of an error, right? That is you must have seen when a page on a website is missing, it throws a 404 error, right? For people who don't understand tech. Anyways, you get the idea on how this tool works and you can play with it, right? Guys, this is how you end up building incredible tools using AI and ChatGPT, right? Now, someone said, can we make it more complex? You know what? Yes, we can make it more complex. Yes, we can make it more advanced. But you know what? The process that we have been using right now is not good enough for you to make advanced GPTs. Because this is for kiddos, this is for script kiddies, this is for people who are just getting started. But why did I teach you? Because you have to learn the alphabets to be able to write words and sentences, obviously, right? But if you want to build even more advanced GPTs or even more advanced AI tools, you need to learn something. And you know what that is? You need to learn how these tools work in the back end. You need to learn how these tools work in the backend. If you don't know how things work, you won't be able to get the most out of these tools. So you have to learn how these tools work. And that is what I'm going to teach you right now. Okay. For that, let's go to the back end of this tool. For that, I have to click on the configure button. When I click on the configure button, you get into the back end of the tool. Here is where you get a sense of how this tool works. What is happening when we come to create and we type and give feedback? What is actually happening? Let us try to understand that. If we know that, then we will be able to build even more advanced tools. Okay, let's get right inside of that. Now, if I come to configure here, you will see this. The name, which is viral tweet generator, which AI came up with, is right here. Let's say if I want to change it and call it 2.0, I just add 2.0 and it adds up a 2.0 for simple. If I want to change the image and upload my own photo, own logo that I already have, you can do that as well, right? You can change this description that is written right here. Let's say by outskill. And there you go. Here it comes. And everybody in the world can see it, whoever is using the app. Now, the most important part that you need to know about this is that every time we told AI what we want it to do, we kept giving feedback. AI updated this section called as instructions. If I expand on this, right, you will see this. What did AI do? AI basically converted everything that we spoke to it, and it converted this into a prompt. Are you able to understand what AI just did? Instead of building the tool, what AI did was AI understood what we were saying and it smartly converted that into a prompt and it just posted here. Look at this. Expert in social media virality, generates 10 optimized tweet ideas, highest potential to go viral, focuses on Indian audiences, especially working professionals, age of 25, day-to-day observations, Bollywood or cricket references, Hindi phrases, societal experiences, and everything around it. Dry humor that elicits smirk or chuckle because we said, I want people to smile. It understood everything. For each batch of the tweet, GPT will generate 10 tweets, rate it. This is all the feedback that we gave. AI smartly converted all of this into a super cool prompt. And that is how this tool works. This instruction section is the heart and soul of this tool. And AI basically wrote it for us, right? And we'll get back to this. And finally, you see the starting points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all here, conversation starters. If I don't like something, I can delete it. If I want to add something, I can just add whatever I want and it'll get added here as well. So guys, this is the back end of the tool. And you know what? If you want to build advanced GPTs, you need to have the ability to write your own prompt. The more advanced prompt you write yourself, the more advanced a tool AI can build for you or this GPT can become. If you want to continue to talk to it here and want to build an advanced tool, it will not work. You need to learn how to build advanced prompts like this. In fact, this is not advanced. You need to learn how to write your own prompt to be able to build an advanced GPT. Do you guys want to see an advanced tool so that you understand what it is? Yes, in the chat. An advanced tool that I have built and I use every single day. Yes? Okay. Let me show you a tool that I have personally built and I use every single day. Okay. And that is called the post writer. Guys, this is a post writer. What does it do? It writes LinkedIn posts for me. But there is a difference. You will be like, Weber, LinkedIn post, or like, you just taught us how to write Twitter posts. It's the same. What is the difference? The difference is this tool writes exactly like me. It uses the same style of writing. It uses the words that I use. It does sentence formations like me. It also does a few mistakes grammatically, which I usually do. It replicates my style of writing to such an extent that even I can't tell if it was written by me or if it was written by AI. And you know where the proof is? In the last 2 years, every single piece of content that I've written on my LinkedIn is written by this tool. Of course, I've made this tool better and better over the course of time, but you can see one thing. Here's the social proof. I have almost 458,000 followers on my LinkedIn, right? And if I open my post, right, look at this. Like every single post is written by LinkedIn. Look at this. This is a post that I did 21 hours back. The whole post is, by the way, written by this tool. The whole post. Literally, the whole post is written by this. Where's this? By this tool that I just showed you. Anyways, I wanted to show you the post also, but there's so many conversations that have happened, it's hard to find. By the way, the whole post, like I said, is written using this tool. And it got very good reach, right? I'll scale more. Look at this, 70,000 views. This whole post is written by AI as well, right? This post with 200,000 views, 2 lakh views about IPL and BCCI is completely written using AI as well. In fact, you can keep scrolling. I get hundreds of thousands of views on every single post that I create, right? All the posts are written completely using AI. In fact, using this tool. You know what? I've been writing on LinkedIn for 5 years. People know how I write. If they get to know that I write using AI, they'll be like, why are you writing using AI? And they will not read it, right? As a result, I built a tool which writes exactly like me. Because I don't have the time to sit and write. I'm sorry. I can only give it thoughts. And that's what I do. And AI writes it for me. Now you'll be like, Weber, how did you do it? Now, there's an advanced tool, like I told you. If I go to edit GPT, if I go to configure to the backend, I told you, you have to write your own prompt here. I have written my own prompt, and let me show you how the prompt looks like. Look at this. Look how long the prompt is. It goes on and on and on. The whole prompt is written by me. And not just that, this prompt has something called as role, objective, context, instructions. And also it has these hashtags and stars. And what is happening with all these stars and hashtags? This is how a advanced prompt looks like. And you need to have the ability to write prompts like this for you to build advanced tools on ChatGPT or anywhere else for that matter. Do you guys want to learn how to write advanced prompts like this so that you can build advanced tools? Hell yeah, in the chat, guys, if you guys want it. And I will teach you if there are enough people interested about this. Guys, this is stuff that you can't even pay $1 million and get access to, because this is my own learnings. This is not available on the internet as well. These are my own learnings. Yes? All right, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And no, I will not be doing a recap right now. I wanted you to be extremely attentive. If you miss it, you miss it. I'm sorry, I can't cater to solo requests here. Try to focus right now. Maybe you'll get it this time. Okay. Now, I told you I will teach you how to go about writing a prompt like this. For that, you need to learn something. And that, my friends, is called as the markdown prompting. The whole prompt here, you see, is written using a format called as the markdown prompting structure. Okay. And this is the prompting structure that you need to learn to be able to build advanced GPTs. And obviously, I want you to build advanced GPTs, right? So let's focus on the screen. Let's learn the fundamentals, right? So that you can build advanced GPTs as well. Let me teach you this prompting. It is very, very powerful and very, very important. Okay. Now, the special prompting structure and this is a special prompting structure, which is very good when it comes to building custom GPTs or any AI agents for that matter. This is a prompting structure for AI agents. Okay. Remember that. Markdown prompting. All right. Now, let's get right inside of this. Right. First, it has something called as role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. Now, before even I get into this prompting, right, let me tell you the mindset. Whenever I've stopped sharing my screen so they can focus on me, whenever I think about writing a prompt, especially for AI agents like this, I imagine it to be a human being. I write the prompt with the mindset that, I'm hiring a new person. And if I'm hiring a new person, what kind of information would I give that person? what kind of information would I tell that person to be able to do a great job? That is what I tell an AI here. So I almost treat an AI like a fresher, but a super smart fresher. Okay. Let us say, hypothetically, I've hired a person. This person's name is, let's say, Raj. I've hired this person from a college. I went to this college for interviews, found this person to be very smart, and hired him. I told him, listen, I don't know what job you will do. You're a management trainee. You'll come and join the company, and you will do the job that I ask you to do. Okay. And Raj was like, okay, great. This sounds like a great company. I will get to learn a lot. I will join. And Raj joined. Today is first day of Raj. Raj enters enters my cabin, and Raj is like, Vaibhav, you hired me. I'm here. What am I supposed to do? And let's say I want Raj to take care of customer success for Outskill. How do I explain Raj here? What he's supposed to do is what the prompt is. Okay. Let's say Raj is on the other side and Raj is asking me, Vaibhav, what am I supposed to do? What is my job? What is the role that you've hired me for? I tell Raj, your role is to be a customer success executive and a very, very good customer success executive. Then Raj will be like, Vaibhav, what will I do as a customer success executive? What am I supposed to do in this role? Then I talk about the objective. My friend Raj, the objective of your role is to solve problems of our learners. You know what? More than lakhs of people every month join the Outskill programs. And when they join these Outskill programs, right, they pay a lot of money to join these programs. And a lot of times they might not have the right link, right knowledge, right information. As a result, every time they are stuck, they usually write an email to hire@outskill.com. And when they do that, when they write an email to hire@outskill.com, what I want you to do is go through those emails, understand what their problem is, and reply to them with a solution. That is the objective of your job, to reply to people's emails who are our learners and who are stuck, essentially supporting them. And that is your job and that is your objective. Your objective is to solve problems of our learners. Raj will be like, Vaibhav, I understood what I need to do, but you know what? I did an MBA. Do you want me to just solve customer tickets? Is that the job that you want me to do? Can't I do something more important? Can't I do something more impactful? A lot of people will ask these questions, and a lot of you people do ask these questions for your jobs. Well, this is what I tell Raj here. I give Raj the context of the role. Here, I have to explain Raj why his job is important. So, here is how I give context of the role to Raj, a real human, right? I'll be like, Raj, listen, I don't think you understand the power of this role. You know what? The job that you will be doing has a direct correlation to how fast our company can grow. You are doing a growth role. You're not doing a support role. You're doing a growth role. Let me explain you what I mean by that. You see, these people, like I told you, when they join Outskill programs and they get stuck, they are under a lot of distress. And these are paid potential customers and they are lakhs in numbers. When they have a problem, they write us. We need a responsible and a smart person like you to understand what their problem is and solve it really fast. And why is that important? Because if these learners who have come in, who have paid a lot of money to us, go out happy, they will talk about our programs to their friends. And when they do that, more people will join the programs of Outskill. And when that happens, Outskill as a business will grow. As a result, for the Outskill as a business to grow well, we need a smart person like you to be able to handle this critical role for us. And that is why, my friend, you're going to be doing a very, very important job. It's a very important role that you're doing. So don't undermine it. Guys, don't you think if a person is given a context of why their job is important, they will be able to do a very good job. Agree or not? If we explain the impact of the role, the person will be able to do an incredible job in his work. Yes, that is what we do in context. Did you guys understand how we are going about writing the prompt as well? Yes, guys, the Q&A is going to happen towards the end. So don't waste your time trying to ask me. Focus on learning right now. Okay. Keep your questions ready. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, let's come back. I explained you. Imagine Raj to be AI and you're hiring an AI to do your customer success. This is how you structure your prompt. Role. You're an expert customer success executive with 10 plus years of experience. Objective. Your job is to solve problems of learners who write us an email who are stuck with a problem, and your job is to solve that. Context. Context is where we explain why the persons or why this AI is doing what it is doing and how it is important for us so that AI can do it better. We explain in context how it is very important for us, right? Role, objective, context is done. Then comes instructions. Instructions is nothing. You basically say step 1, open the email. Step 2, read all the emails. Step 3, understand what is in the email. Step 4, reply to the emails. Step by step instructions of what you want Raj to do. In the same way, if you want step by step for AI to do something, you just mention them here. And finally, there is something called as notes. Notes is essentially like a quick summary of everything, right? In case you got missed out on mentioning something here, you mention them in notes. That is how you structure the prompt. You know what? When you structure the prompt like this, what actually happens is that you end up giving a lot of clarity to people. You end up giving a lot of clarity to people, to AI on what it is supposed to do. And that is what happens when you structure the prompt in this format. Now, with that being said, you'll be like, Web, I've understood role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. All clear. But what the hell are these hashtags and stars? Very good question. Let me explain you what that is. Folks, when you saw this slide for the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of you people ended up reading this line, which is special prompting structure custom GPTs, or this line, which is markdown prompting. And the reason why you ended up reading this or this majorly is because of the size of the font. It is in large text. So your mind knew that this is important. As a result, your mind automatically made you read these two things first. Because our mind is tuned to understand this, right? What about AI? For example, let's say I come to this prompt, right? Can I select a text and increase the size of the font so that AI knows it is important? No, I don't. Can I select a word and make it bold to tell AI it is important? No, we don't have the option. So to convey it's a heading, we can't increase the font of this or can't change that to a heading because there is no formatting options like a Word doc. We tell AI by using these symbols. So if I put one hashtag, anything that I write after that, AI imagines that to be a headline and a biggest possible headline, which is called as headline 1. If I put two hashtags and write anything, AI imagines that to be headline 2, which is still a headline, but smaller than headline 1. And if I put three hashtags and write, it's headline 3, still a headline, but smaller than H1 and H2, which is smaller than one hashtag and two hashtags. Now, what are these stars? When you put a word between two stars, two asterisks, any word that is in the middle of them, AI imagines that to be in bold. Because there is no way for us to bold it, AI imagines that automatically to be in bold. Let me share this with you guys. Take a screenshot of this, right? You see, one hashtag, AI imagines the size of the text to be a headline 1, biggest possible headline. Okay. Two hashtags, AI imagines that to be H2. You can see how it is still a headline, but smaller than H1. Three hashtags, H3, smaller than H1, H2, but still a headline. And whenever you put a word between two asterisks, AI imagines that to be in bold. This is our way to tell AI what is important, what is the headline, without actually formatting it. This is a sign language of AI, and that is essentially what Markdown is. Isn't this incredibly powerful and simple? Guys, if you understood everything about this, drop a boom in the chat. If you understood everything about this, drop a boom in the chat. Are we clear? Did I do a decent job in explaining you? Clear in the chat. Did I do a decent job explaining you the whole formatting? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right. And for people who could not get it completely, don't worry about it. As we do an example, you guys will understand everything. Okay, as we do an example, you guys will understand everything, but I will strongly recommend you guys to take a screenshot of this. Sorry, guys, I've been sick all the week. I've been recovering since the last 2 days. As a result, you see my voice is a little muffled as well, and I've been coughing. There's a terrible virus that is going around in Bangalore. A lot of people are down with COVID. I don't know if I got COVID or not because I didn't test it. But yeah, I'm just recovering. That's exactly why my energy is slightly low, and I have a small headache all throughout. But I hope I'm able to explain you guys everything properly. Okay, take a screenshot of this and make a note of this so that you can always refer this back later on. Now, let's put this to action. Okay, how do we put this to action? Well, let's build a advanced GPT using this prompt structure. And what I'm thinking we should do is let us rebuild this one. Let us rebuild this post writer, which is in WebHub style, which is essentially we'll figure out a way to rebuild this app which can write LinkedIn posts in your own style. Should we build it? This in itself is crazy. Build in the chat if we should build it. A post writer which writes exactly like you. Let us do that right now. So, like I said, the first step about this is to write a prompt. And we have to write a prompt, crazy prompt like this. How do we write it? Now that we understand how to write Markdown prompting, did you imagine that we will write all of this step by step? Absolutely not. We're going to get AI to do all the hard work for us, and we're going to get AI to do all the writing for us as well. Okay. We're going to leverage AI to write this. We're going to get AI to write this prompt for us. But guys, give me a second. I'm going to just quickly sip in some hot water because I'm coughing. Just give me a second. Sorry about it. I don't want to keep coughing. I wish I could do this on the go, but if I keep coughing, I will not be able to give you a great experience. So I'm just gonna sip some hot water as we talk. Okay, which will soothe then my throat and I can continue to teach you. All right. So like I said, we're gonna build this tool right now. Okay. And you will be like, Vaibhav, are you gonna write all of this prompt all by yourself? Absolutely not. I'm gonna use AI to do all the writing for me. But there is a method to the madness. Guys, right now, I want to introduce you to a mindset. All of us are gearing up to become what? What is that all of you guys are gearing up to become? I want to know if you guys remember this. What is that we are gearing up to? AI generalist. AIG in the chat, guys. AIG in the chat. All of us are gearing up to become AI generalists. What is the most important thing about an AI generalist? What is the most important characteristic of an AI generalist? No, it is not prompting. Yes, solve problem. Somebody wrote it already. Put a point. Problem solving. Drop a comment, problem solving. We are all about solving problems or problem solving using AI. An AI generalist is someone who solves problems using AI. Remember that. And today we're going to solve problem together. What is that we want to do here? We want to build a tool. We want to build a tool which can write LinkedIn content like us. Right? How do we get AI to write LinkedIn content like us? We know how to get AI to write a LinkedIn post because we already learned how to write a Twitter post. So that is simple. That is straightforward. But how do we get AI to write like us or write like me in this example? Does AI know how I write? No, it doesn't. Okay, then I have to tell AI how I write. Now I'm thinking, how do I tell AI how I write? It is very hard. Imagine this. You have to explain AI how I write, how you write. You will be like, oh, I write in simple language. I write in a conversational way. I use simple words. I like very casually or very formally. I write very professionally. This is all I can imagine telling. It's very hard to explain how you write. And you know why? Because we don't know how we write. We write in a way based on the experiences that we have had, the books that we have read, the influence that we have had, the words that we liked, the words that we resonated with, the sentences that we resonated with. And that is how our formation of writing actually happened. So we actually don't know how we write. So telling AI how we write is very, very hard. It's very, very hard. So there has to be a different way of going about it. And that is problem solving, right? We're trying to solve a problem. How do we tell AI how we write? Well, because we are not able to explain AI how we write, but we all know AI is very smart. What if we ask AI how we write? Then you'll be like, Weber, how will we ask AI how we write? Well, we will give a lot of content written by us in the past, and we will ask AI, hey, go through my content and tell me how I write. Because AI is smart enough, it will be able to tell us how we write. And once it gives a report and tells us how we write, we use that information and convert that into a prompt. You see, guys, what we are doing? We are trying to solve a problem. And we are trying to use AI to solve pardon my French, every single part of the problem. Right? This is what an AI generalist does. He understands or she understands what the problem that we are trying to solve, and we figure out how we can get AI to do that for us. This is problem solving 101. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? Because we don't know how we write, and AI doesn't know how we write either. What if we give a lot of content written by us and we ask AI to tell us how we write? Clear? Then AI will be able to go through our content and tell us how we write, then use that learnings from AI and give it back to AI saying, hey AI, this is how I write. Now write like me. This is simple problem solving. Now, should we put this into action? Now, should we put this into action? Action in the chat. All right, let us do that right now. Atharv Goyal, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I told you don't have to remind me. I will teach you when it is time on how to build a custom GPT for free, my friend. Have patience. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and solve this problem right now. Okay, first thing, what I will do is I'll go to ChatGPT. I'll use the free version of ChatGPT in this case. What do I have to do? The first step is I have to ask AI how I write, and it has to analyze. So I'm going to say something like this. You are an expert when it comes to finding patterns in writing. You are so good that you can do a forensic DNA level analysis on any piece of content that is written in the past. I will share all the LinkedIn content that I've written in the past, which has also gone viral on my LinkedIn. This is all written personally by me. What I want you to do is I want you to go through all of this content and understand how I write. Understand the kind of words that I use, understand my sentence formations, understand how I write my hooks, how I write my body, how I write my call to action, how do I structure my whole LinkedIn post. And also, right, like see if you're able to find any kind of hidden traits in my content, which even I don't know. I want you to give me such a detailed analysis about my writing that even I don't know about this. So do everything possible as an extreme, as an expert when it comes to analyzing content. and give me a full forensic level DNA report of how I write. Also, find reasons, because every piece of content that I'm going to give you are content that has gone viral on my LinkedIn as well. So find reasons and common things about these LinkedIn posts on why these posts have gone viral, and use those and tell me those things as well. Did you understand what I'm saying? So guys, you just heard what I told AI, right? I just told you're an expert at finding written patterns and whatnot. Uh, I want you to do the. I want you to go through all of my content, understand the kind of word, sentence formation, da da da, and all I do. I want you to give me such a detailed report that even I don't know about it. And towards the end, I did something. I asked the question. I asked it, did you understand? Why did I end with that? Because I want AI to tell me that it understood properly. So what did it do next? It's like crystal clear. You're asking for a forensic DNA level analysis breakdown of your viral LinkedIn post, not just surface level patterns, but also everything, deep linguistic, structural, psychological traits. You're expecting an analysis of what exactly makes your content go viral, hidden mechanics, the unconscious signature moves, lessons that you've extracted. Phase one, deep linguistic and structural deconstruction. Phase two, pattern recognition. Phase three, virality forensics. Phase four, DNA summary. I mean, it's going to do a ton of analysis. Okay, that is essentially what I understood. It's like, please go ahead and paste or upload your LinkedIn post now. So what I understood here is when I said, did you understand what I'm saying? It was able to break down what it understood. And this will help me. This is a very sweet little hack for us to know that AI understood what we are saying. Because if AI didn't understand what we are saying, it does something else, we'll be like, oh, it didn't work. So I always end up asking, did you understand? Right? I read it. I'm clear that it understood. Now it is asking me to go ahead and upload my LinkedIn post. You know what? To save time, I've already copied my LinkedIn posts in the past, all the 10 of them. And I'm gonna say, here are my top 10 LinkedIn posts that have gone viral in the past. Go through them and give me the super detailed analysis like you've mentioned above. Make sure it is as detailed as possible. Here are the posts. There you go. I just posted. My bad. This was not the right copy. I'm going to simply copy the right one this time. There you go. This time I just ended up copy something else. Okay. This time I sent my LinkedIn posts here. You can see post 7, post 8. Look at this, guys. Webber Sisinti's LinkedIn writing DNA. Structural blueprint. Hook psychology. Formatting signatures. Linguistic fingerprint. Emotional and psychological triggers. Content archetypes. Virality engines. Hidden signatures. Final summary. Do you think it is even humanly possible for us to do such a detailed analysis? Let me know in the chat. Isn't this insane? Okay. Now that we got this crazy report, what do you think is the next step? Now that we got this crazy report, what do you think is the next step, guys? We got full detailed report of how we write. Now it is time for us to convert this into a prompt, right? That is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to come to ChatGPT. And I'm going to be like, you are an expert prompt engineer who has written a lot of system prompts for AI agents inside of custom GPT. Write a prompt right now which has the ability to write viral LinkedIn posts on any topic that I give. But I want it to be written exactly like me. And for you to be able to mimic my style of writing, I'm going to attach a detailed analysis of how I write. Use the learnings from that and write a super extensive prompt so that when I use that prompt inside of custom GPT, it will be able to write LinkedIn posts in any topic I give exactly in my own style. Did you understand? Now, what am I doing? I'm asking AI to write a prompt for me. And I'm saying, I'm going to give you all the analysis of how I write so that you can use that. And I'll always ask, did you understand? It says, yes, I understand perfectly. You want custom GPT system prompt. And it's also giving me a sample prompt right here. You can see this, which is very, very cool. It is also already giving me a sample prompt without even me asking. And I'll like, can I fine tune it more? And I'm going to just be like, I'm going to copy this whole thing. Guys, sorry about this continuous coughing. Okay, I'm going to come here and I'm going to be like, rewrite the prompt based on how I write my LinkedIn content using the analysis below. And I will share the whole analysis. And here it comes. Now it understood my style as well. It's not only written a prompt, it wrote a prompt by understanding my style. Look at that, guys. It's insane. It is so long. Guys, don't you think this is crazy? Drop a comment crazy in the chat. We just converted the detailed content writing analysis of ours into a prompt here. But, but you see it is in Markdown, but it doesn't have basically instructions. It doesn't have role. It doesn't have objective. You see this? It is missing. It has role, but has nothing else. So how do we do that? Right? So you remember the format that we had here, right? I'm just going to copy the format. There you go. I've copied the format that is written here. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to just tell AI, can you rewrite the prompt in the below markdown format and give me the output in a code editor. What is a code editor? Code editor is this box that you're seeing, right? So they can easily copy it. There you go. We have our markdown formatting ready. Madness in the chat if you think this is madness. Done. Now that we have the prompt ready, what do? It is super detailed. The prompt is great. I simply copy this. Go to ChatGPT this time. Now that we have the full prompt ready, click on this expand button. Click on GPTs. Click on create. And this time, instead of going to this create button, I jump to directly configure because now we are advanced and we have the prompt ready. I just gonna paste the prompt right here. Look at that. The prompt is right here. Super detailed, all written by us. Great job, everyone. right? We have it right here. And now we can give a topic. Now, what topic do I write on? Well, one tool that I use a lot for topic identification is called as Social Sonic. Uttam, did we cover Social Sonic yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Like, Social Sonic is incredible, guys, when it comes to finding great content ideas for LinkedIn, Instagram, or any platform for that matter. Now, you can see this. All the industry news is right here. And I can pick anything that I want based on what is working right here. Okay, perfect. I like this idea. Let's type that out. It just gave me the idea of what is happening on Meta. So topic, Mark Zuckerberg is paying 100 million USD bonus for people to join Meta from OpenAI. So that's the article that Social Sonic showed me just now, right? A topic that is doing very well. I identified a topic that is doing very well. It's on news. I pulled that topic from Social Sonic, put it here. Mark Zuckerberg is paying 100 million USD bonuses for people to join Meta from OpenAI. That's the one that I use here. Click on the send. Let's see what kind of LinkedIn post it ends up writing. Okay, here are 5 hooks. It gave me 5 different hook ideas. And then look at the post. Meta just flipped the script on AI recruitment. 100 million bonanza. Meta just announced a 100 million bonus pool to load top AI talent specifically from OpenAI. That's not a typo. Here is what's unfolding. Bonus blitz, talent war intensifying, bet on metaverse, plus AI stack, culture and comms top. Personal point of view, this move signals a shift in the AI arms race. Bonuses are no longer fringe, they're weapons of full throttle wall and brain power. Here is why it matters. I always write here is why it matters if you have seen my LinkedIn content in the past. And finally, I end up with thoughts. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the chat. And you know what? It gave me 5 different hooks as well. Mark Zuckerberg just flicked the script on OpenAI. If you work in OpenAI, if you aren't eyeing Meta, you're missing $100 million. Look at that. What a crazy hook. Meta just made the boldest hiring move in AI history. Here is why. It gave a bunch of hook ideas and wrote the whole script for us in my own style. Guys, isn't this crazy? You just read a few of my content and you see how good this is. That is how good these AI tools can get if you know how to write a great prompt. All right, everybody understood what needs to be done to write your own prompt? Don't make me shout, guys. Now, are you ready to learn how to do this for free without a paid ChatGPT account? Yes? Yes, ready? Let's go in the chat. All right, let us do that right now. But before that, what we're going to do is, you see I'm coughing like crazy. I will take a quick break for 5 minutes to calm myself down. You guys take the break as well because you need the break as well. Once we come back from the break, what we're going to do is, it's a exactly 5-minute timer. We will be back at 11:40 a.m. IST. Once we are back, I'm going to teach you how to do this with a free tool. And also, we're going to build 2 crazy AI agents more for free, which is going to just take it to the next level. If you think this is advanced, you have not even seen what advanced is. So stick around. We're going to do this together and we will be back in 5 minutes. Let me put down the timer. We'll be back exactly in 5 minutes, guys. Don't even think of missing it. And I'm going to take a quick refresher. I want you guys to take a quick refresher as well. All right. I'll be back soon.
We lit the spark that starts the fire of desire through the night. We found our way. Together we rise brighter every day. On scale, we've come so far. Each one of us a shining star. We've built a world from lines of code, turn ideas to life, the seeds we sowed. Generative minds, a boundless stream. Our skill united, we chase the dream. Oh, upscale, we've come so far. Each one of us, a shining star. Through 16 hours, we gave our all. Together we rise, we'll never fall. Oh, together we rise, we'll never fall. Through every challenge, every test, we stood as one, we gave our best. Our voices echo strong and true. The future is ours, we'll see it through. Oh, upscale, we've come so far. Each one of us, a shining star. Through 16 hours, we gave our all. Together we rise, we'll never fall. Together we rise, we'll never fall. Together we rise, we'll never fall. Rising high above the trees, no turning back, just speed and steel. Nitro launches the thrill, feel the drop, feel the rush. Oh, nitro screaming through the sky, drop so deep you'll forget how to fly. No brakes, blazing through the turns we go, heart speed fast on the ride called nitro. दिल में एक जज्बा सा है यहाँ, सपने नए दिखा रहा है ये दास्तां। वीकेंड तो है पर हम रुकते कहाँ, 16 घंटे बस सीखना है ये है रमा।
आउटस्किल के साथ है नई कहानी, जनरेटिव एआई से बड़े जिंदगानी। त्याग दिया मजा, बनाते हैं ये सफर, स्किल सीख के चमकेगा अपना कल का शहर। ओ, 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 ओ। सुबह से शाम तक ये जुनू है छाया, हार्ड वर्क के संग हमने सपने सजाया। इंटरफेस पे चली है कोडिंग की बातें, रात तक लोग मिले नए रास्ते पाए। आउटस्किल के साथ है नई कहानी, जनरेटिव एआई से बड़े जिंदगानी। वीकेंड दिए हमने, ये है समर्पण, बनेंगे कल के हीरोज है ये बंधन। जो वक्त दिया है वो लौटता है नहीं, जो शिक्षा मिली है बदलेगा बारिश की मिट्टी। रुको न जाने दो जुनू ये अफसाना, करो नए आसमां का सपना पूरा आना।
All right, all right. I hope you guys can hear me again and you can see back the screen. Yes, the songs were completely AI generated. The songs were completely, and Nikhil, thank you so much, my friend. The songs were completely AI generated. And do you guys want to know the tool that we use to generate the songs? Do you guys want to know the tools? Yes, you want me to show you? I'll show you towards the end. Don't worry about it if that is not already covered. Brilliant. Should we get to the free tool right now? Should we get to the free tool right now, guys, so that you can build your custom GPTs for free? Let's go in the chat. Let's go in the chat. All right, perfect. So guys, the tool that we can use to build a GPT like this for free without paying a single rupee is called as Gemini by Google. All of you guys have heard of Gemini by Google. There's a reason why I didn't teach you this first, and you will know very soon why. If you click on this expand button, right, you will see something called as GEMS, GEMS. These are the equivalent of a custom GPT. Now, if I click on explore GEMS, right, this is what we see. And I can click on new gem and you land on this window. This is an equivalent of custom GPT, but you see here, we have to write our own prompt. That is exactly why I wanted to teach you how to write the best prompt possible. And now that we know how to write a best prompt, we can use Gemini, right? Now I'll come here. I'll just paste the prompt that we wrote already using our process. I just copied this, right? I just pasted it here and we can call this whatever we want to call it. Like let's say LinkedIn post generator, right? Once it is done, I can simply click on save and done. Let's give the same topic actually here as well. Copy the same topic. Let's see who gives a better output to us. Zuckerberg just offered 100 million bonuses to poach OpenAI talent. Yes, you read that right. $100 million. Sam Altman himself confirmed it. Meta is going all out in the AI talent war and they're throwing absurd money at it. The race for AGI is heating up. Here is what's happening. Guys, I mean, what most people don't miss it, it's not just about the money, it's about culture vision, where the brightest man believe the real breakthrough of a breakthrough will happen. Will this aggressive compensation strategy actually pay off for Meta or burning cash and talent already market is on fire? Thoughts, let me know what you think. My goodness. Can I tell you guys something? I think I like the Gemini's answer more than ChatGPT. What do you guys like more? You like the Gemini's output or ChatGPT's? I personally like Gemini more. I think it is way more subtle and on point. I mean, this is very good. Okay. You understood how to do this for free right now. How many of you want to take this to the next level? NL in the chat. Next level in the chat. I told you one thing. I told you that I will make sure every doubt of yours is cleared. Right? I told you that. I told you that I will make sure that every doubt of yours is cleared. How did you imagine I will clear all your doubts? It is not possible. We have 6,000 people on this call. And if I want to clear doubts of 6,000 people, it will take me 6 years. Right? How did you imagine I will clear all your doubts? Let me tell you the plan I had. The plan I had was I will build an AI tool which has attended yesterday's session so that it can answer any question you have. A AI agent, which is a mentor, which can answer any question that you might have. Do you want me to build that right in front of you guys? Come on, guys. I want more excitement. Come on. Boom in the chat. Come on. Yes, I'm glad you guys are excited. Let us do that right now. And this time, let's do that on Gemini. Okay, let's do that directly on Gemini because it's completely free, right? It's better as well right now. So what I'm going to do is I'll tell you the background story of this. Problem solving again. We want to build an AI agent which can answer your doubts. For it to answer your doubts, has it attended the session? No. So how do we give it all the information? You see, yesterday, in spite of saying that we will not give you the recording, we were still recording the session. Why were we doing that? The reason why we were doing that is because we wanted to pull out the transcript of the video yesterday. And here is how it looks. It is 100 pages of transcript of Uttam, Funny, and Divij talking about. Everything that was covered in yesterday's session is here on this transcript. And we got this transcript from Zoom directly because we were recording it. Now, if you have a video and you don't know how to get a transcript, well, simple, my friend, go to Google, just search for video to transcript converter free. And there are a bunch of tools. Happy Scribe is a great tool. You upload a video and you will get the transcript of the video like this. These are 100 pages, literally 100 pages of everything that was spoken yesterday. If we attach this into the GPT and we ask AI, listen, every time someone asking a question, look for the answer in this document and just answer. Because AI is super duper smart, it can do that in time no human can. And that is what we're going to do right now. Okay, let us write the prompt to start with. I'm going to say, let's type it out. Because if I talk too much, I will start coughing. So let's type it out. I hope you can read it. You are an expert and have lot of experience with writing prompts for Gemini Gems. Write a extensive prompt for Outscale AI Mentor, which can answer questions of learners who attended Here is how it should work. When someone asks you a question, go understand the question, try to find the answer on the transcript attached. And once you find the answer, respond like you are the best teacher in the world. If you can't find the answer, just ask the learner to write to hi@outscale.com. Pretty simple. I'm going to use the 2.5 Pro model because it's even more powerful as a model. I'm going to click on the send. Let Gemini come up with a prompt for us. And look at this. It has come up with a super extensive prompt right now for us. And now, obviously, the prompt is not in Markdown format. So what do I have to do? Simple. I have to just copy the Markdown formatting right here, right? And that is what I'm going to do. Now that it has written a crazy prompt, I'm just going to say, rewrite the prompt in the Markdown formatting and give me output in a code editor. There you go. I'll let Gemini do the magic for me right now. And here comes the prompt. The prompt is beautiful, looks good to me. Guys, you see how we did all this process once? Okay, I have a question for all of you people. Were you able to predict the process this time? Now that I've taught you the process of breaking down the problem solving, were you able to predict what I was supposed to do right now? Great job, guys. Everyone who was able to predict, very good job. Either I'm a very good teacher or you're a very good learner or both. What do you think is the right answer? Am I a very good teacher? Are you a very good learner or both? Yes, I would like to believe both as well. Okay, perfect. Now that we got the prompt, I'm just going to simply copy this. Go to Explore Gems and click on New Gem. Right? And obviously, right, we know the drill. Let's call this the Outskill AI Mentor. And simply paste the prompt that we have. Okay. And then we have to attach a transcript. That is this, right? I'll simply download this. Okay. Come to Gemini. And there is something called as knowledge that you can see right here. Even ChatGPT has an option to upload knowledge. You can see this right here. All right. So Gemini Gems, there is something called as knowledge. I click on the add button, upload files, and I will simply upload this right now. There you go. The transcript is uploaded and it's going to load and it's done. I can simply click on the save button. And we are pretty much done, guys. Uttam, why don't you ask me a couple of tough questions from yesterday's session? Let us see if AI gets it right.
Yeah, I think we can ask about embedding or tokenization. It was a slightly difficult concept for people to understand.
Okay. Yesterday, one of the mentors taught us something called as embeddings or embeds and something about tokens. I could not understand what that is. I joined halfway. Could you explain me the whole thing like I'm 10 years old? You see, I didn't even say I confused it because that is how it should be as well, right? And it is thinking right now because I'm using the 2.5 Pro model. It doesn't only just answer, but it thinks and answers. And here it comes. Of course, that's a fantastic question. Let's break it down. In our sessions of Foundations of Large Language Model, tokenization, breaking it down. And look at how beautifully it is breaking down the tokenization. And then comes embedding, understanding the meaning. And that's essentially what it basically is. And it gave you with examples, which is perfect. Okay, Uttam, what else?
Well, I taught everyone steps to become, a roadmap, a step to become an AI journalist. I don't know if it can catch that.
One of the mentors told us step by step on how to become an AI generalist. Could you explain me all the steps to me? Because I don't remember them. And also remind me who the mentor was. Let us see if it gets it right. Still thinking. Uttam, why don't you think about the next problem? Do something around tools this time because it's even harder, I feel.
We can ask about around data analysis.
Damn, look at this. It got the name right, Uttam Gupta. To become a true rock star AI generalist, is that the word that you used yesterday, Uttam?
Yeah.
Rock star AI generalist. And here it comes. All the 7 steps: advanced prompting, foundation models, learn MCP and design systems, master AI for creative content, hands-on with building AI agents, AI products without code, learn AI automations and agentic workflows. And did you also mention about business acumen and monetization skills?
Yeah.
Guys, if you think this is insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. Look at this. We just gave the transcript of the session and AI is able to go through all of it and pull all this information. Okay, Uttam, why don't you give me a very, very hard question now?
Well, let's ask about around tools. So we can ask what were the tools we used for data analysis?
There was a mentor, which was not Uttam for sure. who taught us about data analysis, and they showed bunch of tools. Could you remind me everything that was covered in the session which is related to data analysis and also the tools that were used? Let us see. It says thinking. Guys, just imagine what this tool is doing. It just replaced a lot of people who are needed to just answer your questions. Data analysis directly using spreadsheets, numerous AI. I'm assuming that's the tool. Convert a dashboard image into live report using Claude. And these were the two tools that were covered yesterday.
Yes.
There you go. And the name of the mentor was Divij Bajaj. Guys, what you're just seeing is how AI is taking over jobs, is how AI is able to replace a lot of humans that are needed. All of a sudden, I promised you one thing in the beginning, every question of yours will be answered. Look at this. AI is going to answer every question of yours 24/7 for free, no matter how many times you ask. That is the power of the tech that we have with us. And you know what? After all of the 2 days are over, we're going to build a bot like this and we're going to share it with you so that you can ask all your doubts to AI. We're going to attach the transcripts of day one and day two together so that you can ask any question you want. And if you want access to this bot, you have to stay till the end of today because we don't send emails or do WhatsApp. I showed up when I'm not well. So if you are interested, you might as well stick around, learn, show up, and be around when we give you access to everything. Okay, so that is where we are, and this is how we built this AI agent. Now, I have this vicious idea. Should we convert this into a voice agent? A voice agent which we can talk to and it can talk back to us. Yes, let us do that right now. We will use a tool called as Vapi for this. Okay. It is an incredible tool. Obviously, it is a paid tool. Good things and life come for a cost. Okay. Unless it is outskill, right? So Vapi is an incredible tool. And it is a paid tool, but it's not that expensive. It costs about 10 cents per minute, something like that. 5 rupees per minute is what it charges. But we use this for a lot of things, and it's a very, very powerful tool. It can build agents, you can build, extensive workflows like this. Just teaching Vapi will take like 5-6 hours, if not more, right? But let me teach you something that you can start using right away, right? Inside of Vapi, I can just select single prompt assistant and I jump into this window, right? And what is this window? It is very similar to what we created on Gemini as well, right? But the difference is that I can select which AI model I want. I'm going to leave it to OpenAI. I don't want to change anything. And then there is a system prompt right here, right? You can see that. So I can create a new assistant. I can call this the Outskill AI Mentor. I can select the blank template and click on Create Assistant. And there you go. I am on a new template of assistants right now. And here I need to paste my prompt where you can see it says system prompt. It's very simple. Whatever prompt we generated on Gemini, I'm going to simply copy and paste that prompt right here. So let's give it a second. There you go. Right. And I'm going to simply paste this right now. There you go. The prompt is pasted right here. Okay. Next is we have to upload a file, obviously, right? So I'm going to select a file, which is the knowledge base, click on add a new file, and I'm going to upload this knowledge base as well. Let's give it a second. It said it failed to upload. So let me try it again. Okay. For whatever reason it is failing, I'm going to do a quick refresh. Or if it doesn't work for whatever reason, we're going to use an old file. That's fine, right? Because it is the same. Pasted the prompt, select files, add a new file. Okay, it's failing for whatever reason. So I'm going to use the transcript of the 13th June, that is anyways here. And it was a very similar session. Don't know why it's failing, guys. These AI tools, sometimes if they are under maintenance, if they're making an update, it could fail temporarily. So don't fret so much about it. It happens all the time. Okay, but usually it works this is the first time I'm seeing it fail. But that's okay. Let's see what happens. Then comes voice. Because it's a voice agent, you can select the voice that you want and it has a bunch of options. But here, I'm going to do something a little advanced. I'm going to use Lemon Labs and I'm going to add a voice ID. This is slightly advanced. You don't need to know what I'm doing, but this is because I wanted to use a special voice. You don't have to do it. You can use any of the voices that you want. This is like an advanced feature where you have to get the voice ID, train it and all of that. But I have added this just so that you get an understanding of how powerful this tool can be. Right? Now that this is done, all I have to do is click on publish. Okay, the publishing is done. Now I have to click on talk to assistant. The screen will blur on this side.
Hello.
Hi, can you tell me what was the prompting style that was taught?
Hello. During the masterclass, the magic prompt formula was taught as a recommended structured approach for effective prompting. This formula involves 4 key components to craft a precise and impactful prompt for AI models. 1. Role persona. Assign a specific expert role to the AI to guide its tone and approach. For example, instructing it to act as a CRO
That
expert.
is awesome.
2.
Can you tell me a couple of tools that were covered during the session?
Certainly, here are a couple of AI tools covered during the masterclass. 1. ChatGPT by OpenAI, a versatile large language model LLM used for text-to-text generation. It's capable of research, content summarization, ideation, drafting various text formats like emails and articles, and even coding. 2. Midjourney, a leading AI image generation.
Guys, what do you think of that? Obviously, this part of the screen is blurred so that you can focus on this. What do you guys think of that? Yes, that is my voice. Because we have trained the AI to sound exactly like me. Okay. And that is why it sounds like me. Did it sound like you? Did it sound like me? Did it feel like I was talking to myself? Obviously, right now I'm sick. When we made that, I was not sick. So I sound slightly different. But yeah. So guys, that is what somebody's like, no, not at all. Okay, I don't know. I feel it sounded like me. Maybe right now I'm not sounding like myself because of my throat at this point of time. But yeah, it did sound exactly like me. A lot of people can't even say if it is me or AI. Okay. But anyways, you just saw what happened. We just got AI to clear doubts for us in no time. Guys, what did we learn today so far? We started with learning how to build a simple AI agent using Twitter, which is a Twitter bot. Then we went on to build an advanced agent, which is a LinkedIn post writer, which writes exactly like you. From there on, we went on to build a outskill AI agent, which can answer questions of yours. And then we also managed to convert that into a voice agent. From a scale of 1 to 10, how has been your learnings in the last 2 hours? And we did all of this in just 2 hours. I love those 10,000s, by the way. I love those 10,000s. Awesome. Now, should we move on? Would you guys like to learn how to build crazy presentations all using AI? Would you guys want to learn how to build crazy presentations using AI? Hell yeah in the chat, guys. Hell yeah in the chat if you guys want to learn how to do that. Yes, let us do that right now. Okay. You see, like a lot of people were guessing, when we say presentations, a lot of people think, oh, we're going to design a presentation. But I believe that presentation is not just about design, but it's about content inside of that topic as well. So I will teach you a workflow, not a tool, because I don't believe in tools. I believe in workflows. So learn the workflow. You will always outshine everybody, no matter what the tool is, right? So let's say I have a presentation to make tomorrow. to pitch to investors to raise capital for Outskill, and I don't have the presentation made yet. How would I go about it? This is exactly how I would go about it. I'll go to a tool like ChatGPT, right? In fact, I would actually, yeah, sure. I would actually go to a tool like ChatGPT, right? And I will turn on this option of, I'll go to tools. I'll turn on this option of search for web right here, right? It's completely free, obviously. It's a free version of it. And if I have the paid account, I would end up using something like O3 or O3 Pro. If I have the free account, I'll just use the O4 Mini in the free account. And I would put up a prompt something like this because I want a deck to raise capital for Outskill, right? So I'm going to put a prompt like this. You are an expert management consultant who has written or designed decks for a lot of companies that have raised billions of dollars of funding. I want you to do an extensive research and create a pitch deck for me for my startup. My startup is called as Outskill, outskill.com. And what we do is we are the world's largest generative AI focused education platform. We teach generative AI to both engineers and non-engineers. I want to raise $10 million of funding so that I can scale Outskill right now from 10 million learners to 100 million learners, and I can take it globally. Do an extensive research on global generative AI education as a business and create a pitch deck for me of 10 slides, which will basically follow the Y Combinator recommended pitch deck style. Do the research and give me the 10 slides that I can literally copy and paste into my presentation tool like Google Slides or PowerPoint or anything. That's the prompt that I send. Look at this. It has started to think right now. Guys, by the way, even if you have a free account, you can have the O4 Mini live. All right. Sorry, my Google Home got turned on, so I had to turn it off. And look at this. I've got all the slide information ready in no time. It did ended up reading about a bunch of articles on the internet. I can click on the sources here and you can see there are a bunch of sources. It read about it, did a quick research, and then created these options for me. Now, there's a very much better tool if you ask me when it comes to doing research like this, and that is called as Perplexity, which is my favorite tool when it comes to research. But because it is a paid tool, I didn't talk about it. But ideally, I would use this research option and use Perplexity for this. It will take about 4 to 5 minutes to do this research, but it will do a much, much better research and give me a much better output, right? But this time, anyways, it gave me all of the slides, right? Of the information. Now that I got this information, ideally, like I said, I would research on Perplexity and things like that. So the information is even better. But because we don't have the time right now, we are just going ahead with this. Okay. Let's imagine this is the information. I'll just copy this information. Obviously, you can always copy this into your Google Slides and start using it or your PowerPoint software. But if you want AI to design the slides as well, you can go to this tool called as gamma.app, which is very, very good. It's also a free tool, by the way. I can click on create new AI and I can use this option paste in text. And I just paste the text that I got from ChatGPT about the slides. I'll just say preserve this exact text because I don't want it to make any changes on the text. Continue to the prompt. Look at this. It automatically split that into 10 different slides. We are good to go. I can click on continue. And now it is asking me to select a design. Okay. Whichever design I like, I can select. Let's say this is the one that I like. And simply click on generate button. And see magic unveil in front of you guys. Look at that, guys. It's not, I'm filling up water at this point of time. And this is AI doing everything for you. It's literally designing the slides. It's generating images for us as well. Look at that. It's making the presentation for us right now at this point of time. And it's using all the data that we gave from ChatGPT, by the way. It's not making stuff up. And the presentation, my friends, is ready. Look at these slides. These are all done completely by AI. Okay, this is the first slide, Outskill world's largest generative education platform. Of course, you can put your own image here, right? Problems, solution, traction, market opportunity, product, business model, competition, go to market and partners, team and ask. Isn't this absolutely insane? We just got AI to do the research for us. And then we converted that research into a presentation. Now, not just that, right? Not just that. What we can do is I can just select on this image and just edit the image. I can exactly say what kind of image I want and AI will generate that image from. If I don't like this, I can just edit it. It's as simple as that. Right? So guys, that is how you go about building, and I'm using the free version of it. Right? Now, there is a different way of going about it as well. And I told you it is Perplexity. And look at this. Perplexity, when I said make the presentation, didn't only come up with content, but came up with a bunch of images as well that I could use inside of it. Right now, sorry about that. Give me a sec. Just taken a Vicks so that my throat feels better. But look at this. Perplexity did the research and drew the graphs as well. That is the kind of research Perplexity does, which is great, right? Now you can use these slides as well inside of this. But there is a crazy new feature of Perplexity that most of the people don't know of. And obviously, it is a feature only for the paid users. And I have the pro account. And I believe this feature makes Perplexity easily like 100 times more powerful than any other tool out there. And that is called as Labs. If I click on this Labs button, it can do a lot of execution for you. For example, we wanted AI to do this, right? I can just copy this prompt. In Labs, I've selected the third option called as Labs. And I just say create the 10 slides, click on send. You know what Perplexity will do? It will take 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. Do the research, understand what you're talking about, put all the information together, and also design the slides for you. Perplexity Labs is an AI agent which executes tasks. Literally. And that is literally what it can do right now. We are using the Labs feature. And Labs can do something a lot more as well. Let me show you. Let us say I want AI to come up with ideas that I can create content on LinkedIn. I can write a prompt like this. Do an extensive research on all the AI news that have happened in the last 7 days and build a dashboard in form of a Kanban for me, which talks about all the AI updates on one slide, which says ideas. The other one has approved, the other one is rejected. So I'm asking AI to build me a dashboard by researching everything that is out there about AI updates on the internet. What I want is it to have 3 sections: ideas, accepted, and rejected. Essentially, all the ideas should come in one tab, and Perplexity should build this tool for me, simple tool for me, and I should be able to drag and drop those ideas in multiple buckets. If something is accepted, I should be able to drop it to accepted so that my team can see accepted and create content on that. If I don't like something, I can put it on rejected. That is the tool I'm asking Perplexity to build. While parallelly, I'm asking Perplexity to literally create a deck for me. While parallelly, I can ask Perplexity to do more. I go to Perplexity Labs, click on this, and I say, let's say I attach your data file. Okay. Let me see if I have some data file here. Okay, I have some Uber stock data right here. I can say, do an extensive data analysis of this data and build a super cool dashboard for me, which I could use to visualize how the stock is performing. So I just uploaded a ton of data and I said, just do data analysis and build a dashboard. Exactly like you asked to Claude yesterday, right? It will parallelly do that as well. So this is how we're going to do work in the future, guys. We're going to come up with tasks and assign it to AI agents. And these are AI agents, right? Perplexity is an AI agent. And we are literally able to get it to do research, and basically right now creating a presentation for us. Do research and build a tool for AI content ideas for us. And parallelly, we are getting it to do data analysis for us and build a dashboard. All using this feature called as Labs, which is a brand new feature by Perplexity, only available for paid users as of today. And it's just mind blowing. So that is what I wanted to quickly run you guys through on the possibilities of these AI agents. Now, you know what? This is going to take 4 or 5 minutes. I think it will take about 4 or 5 minutes for everything to happen. So we will come back to this very, very soon. And we'll basically see how this is working. So Uttam, would you want to come up very quickly?
Yes.
And do you want to quickly give people a rundown of everything before we get into heated advanced stuff right now?
Yes, yes. Awesome. Sure. You can take a 5-minute break, Vaibhav. I think I will take it for 5 minutes, give them a quick recap, and also talk about few important things.
Guys, as this is being made, okay, I'm right here. I want Uttam to give you a proper rundown of what has happened so far, so that you are absorbing everything and reflecting on it. Once we come back, we're going to take it to the next level. So I want you to absorb everything because the next 1.5 hours is going to be just wild. Right? So I don't want to sit and wait. So I will let Uttam to give you guys a rundown. Go about it, man.
Yes. Awesome. So, folks, what is the time now? Now, the time is to reflect on everything that we have, learned. It's a quick revision so that you can collect all the information. All right. So, what we learned yesterday, I already gave you a recap in the beginning of the session. Today, we started by learning about custom GPTs, right? So you learned about custom GPTs. You started by making a tweet bot, and then you learned the simpler version of custom GPT, and then you went on to build an advanced version of custom GPTs. That was there. Then what you learned about? You learned about markdown prompting, right? I hope you are able to active recall whatever I am saying, right? You learned about markdown prompting, right? And then you went on to build a even more advanced custom GPT, which included markdown prompting, which could speak like you, which could think and write and talk like Vaibhav, right? So what was the learning for you? The learning for you was that whatever problems that you are facing in your life, right? There are strategies that there is a certain way you think, like there is a certain way you do things, you will be able to replicate. And it was not restricted to just content. You will be able to train your team the way you do things by building such custom GPTs. That was the intention of teaching you. And the purpose and the way we were trying to teach you was so that you can learn to solve problem, right? Same method and process you have to apply in your learning. And then you went on to learn about other things, where we went deeper into building a voice agent. We learned about Gemini, right? How we can build bots in that, and we converted into a voice agent, right? All of that we just covered in 2 hours, right? And that's not it. We are going to go deeper into a lot of things. And as the research is happening on Perplexity, right? I want to just quickly just turn on the chat and check with you whatever I am talking about. Are you able to actively think about it? Are you able to even connect and think about what are the use cases where you can apply, right? How I told you that you can now build a bot which can think like you, write like you, behave like you. So now it opens up an opportunity for you to be able to solve problems, whether you are a salesperson, marketer, founder, business people. You can build a strategy board, you can build a writing bot, you can build a, a bot which can probably write content, landing page, anything, right? I can see the chat. Everyone is talking about just the screen being blurred. It is not blurred for me. It could be your internet, right? But that is not what I'm asking about, right? You are not focusing on the right thing. You are focusing on the distraction. You are not focusing on the question. I asked you that. I hope you are able to recall, right? All right, folks, I have a question for you, right? Are you with me? Are you with me so far? I will take 1 more minute and talk about something very, very important. Are you with me so far? Yes, yes, yes. Now I have a question. Are you having a great experience till now? Are you having a great experience? Because so many people told me, I thought I'll quickly say, right? Would you like to know how you can gift this mastermind to your friends or relative? Do you want to know? Do you want to gift this to your friends, relative, or the groups or your colleagues? Yes, yes. So I'll just turn off the chat. I'll turn off the chat, and I am sharing a link with you, which you can share, with your friends, colleagues, and relatives, so that if you want to gift this mastermind